Good morning everyone and welcome back to the two-headed wolf gaming channel and Laysara Summit Kingdom, a city builder title which you'll definitely want to put on your list if you like these sorts of games. You can even purchase it right now in early access at a very reasonable price and you can play it, and I'm not sponsored or anything, but given the amount of bad games which I've been playing lately with unoriginal ideas or bad gameplay or both, I really feel like I have to put into the spotlight titles which are actually worth the money and they're doing a great job in developing the game. So there are three main titles from all the city builders which I've played in the past months which are really something I really have to point out. There has been Against the Storm, Manor Lords, and Laysara Summit Kingdoms. Against the Storm has fun gameplay and has a unique idea to it, but whenever you're constructing your colonies, there is no skyline. You cannot take that really cool picture from the side as your city develops. There's nothing like that, although it has a very different charm to it. Manor Lords looks great, has good skyline whenever you're seeing one of these villages develop. However, it is a medieval theme, and even though I personally love medieval themes, you can't really make something super original out of it. At least it doesn't try to, it's focusing on its main goal, and I think they're doing a good job with it. However, Laysara Summit Kingdom, I feel it brings out a super unique idea that looks great. They've done a great job at the visuals of the game. I feel like in the past few months, as I've been following the developers, I've seen them do really good work. They know what they are focusing on, and they seem to be putting a lot of quality and life into the gameplay, and that's something which is great. And overall, you can have these skylines as your city develops, and you will see it's absolutely gorgeous. But without further ado, let's get this started. And you don't have to take my word for it. Watch the gameplay, watch how it looks, wishlist it on Steam or put it on your list wherever you have to or wherever you want to, and follow its development. Whenever you feel that it's worth your time and money, commit at that point, but at least follow it. Really feel like it's important, and I really feel like this is going to be another one of those great titles. It really reminds me of games like Pharaoh or Caesar and the good parts of those games, and this seems like one of those titles which actually succeeds in making such a resembling city builder as those Sierra titles, but still innovates in many ways. So we're gonna go with standard here, choose from various mountains differing in shape and conditions, and play a standalone adventure, each with different sets of objectives. And we will start here at Hope Spark Hill. We have to finish this mission in order to unlock the other mountains. Hope Sparks Hill has a balanced vegetation zone, has copper deposits. We will have salt, dye, perfumes, and gold as goods available to import, and we will be able to export butter lamps. There are no rivers present, and avalanches have a standard chance of happening.
Of all the years in the long and storied history of the Kingdom of Laysara, this one surely has to be the worst. Following the harvest, a mysterious mist suddenly appeared all across the kingdom. Then, the pandemonium started. Crops started to fail. Disoriented animals barely produced any milk. People started to get sick.
And you can't see anything. The fog in this valley is even worse than the city. For all we know, we could be lost already.
Faith, my friend, have faith. We're following the path that's been chosen for us.
Path? I don't see any path. Just the same damn forest going on for days.
It's not entirely the same. Look, there are more and more pines, and the thickets are thinning out. We are getting higher. We'll get to the uplands shortly.
Even if that's true, what will we find there? Mark my words, mountains are no place for humans.
Yes, but they are a place of the spirits. We will settle at the foot of the mountain and make our way up to build a grand altar at the very summit. The spirits surely will recognize our efforts and help us to drive the mist away.
And Laysara will be saved.
Yeah, that's great and all, but did you see how low on supplies we are? Never mind building a temple, we'll die of hunger before even reaching the top.
Come on, it won't be that bad. Look on the bright side. Mountains are above the mist, so we'll be able to cultivate crops and pasture our yaks again.
Maybe. Until the first avalanche sweeps us all away.
Stop worrying about minor details. We're on the most sacred quest, and nothing will stop us. Onwards!
And here we are. Just look at that view. Finally, a place above the mist and with enough space to establish a small colony. It'll serve as an outpost when we move on to bigger mountains. I guess it makes sense. We need to maintain contact with the capital in case they need to come and save us. Nonsense. We'll achieve great things in these mountains, and these small settlements will be our first step. Let's start by building a district for our workers. And here we are. I'll just pause it for a second. Just look how gorgeous this view is. This is so great, and one of the things which I personally love, this is a personal preference of mine, is that even though they have all these quote-unquote volumetric fog, I'm not sure exactly what these effects are, the computer is still silent. It really takes me out of games to hear the fans going crazy, unless I'm playing something which is super intensive in graphics. I don't like to hear the fans running. And many times I've been playing these early access games where I feel like they are so... They're underperforming, or they're so... What is the word for it? Unoptimized. That the graphics cards and the fans from the computer start going wild, even though there's really nothing going on the screen. And once again, it really takes me out of playing games. I don't really like to try those games out, or at least not for long. But this one, super silent, absolutely love it. And look at these views here. One of the things which you might want to do in the beginning, you can go here to settings, gameplay settings, and try the different cameras out. The standard camera is very interesting. I see what they're going for. It works especially well for the way that they've built the game and the way that you're building houses and buildings on these mountain flats. However, you might want to try the different cameras out. You might like one over the other, and I think it's one of those early elements which can change your experience for the better depending on your preferences. As far as architecture goes, the developers have said that they've gotten inspired by places like Nepal, Tibet, Bhutan, places like that, but this is a fictional work. It's not supposed to be historical, so don't really think about it that way, okay? Good, let's go with the tutorial here. First, let's place a food market. It will be the central point of your settlement as it distributes food among citizens living nearby. So we're gonna place down a food market, the best place possible to get a daily dose of gossip and refreshments. It requires 8 lowlanders as workforce. It has an upkeep of 20 gold and a construction cost of 100. We have our gold over here. Can satisfy a range of needs. Let's see. I am thinking about placing it somewhere over here. There is some freedom in the way that you are building things. That is great. See the marker above the food market? It means that the building doesn't have a road connection to the mountain entry point. This one right here is required. Let's fix that by building some roads. So you go over here to roads. And one of the things which I really love, this is like a quality of life thing. When you're going into these big building categories, it opens up your building center up here for the main ones, for the large buildings. You also have production down here which you can go through. It's like a different tabs within this category. And whenever you want to place a road, you open this menu here, and roads open to the side. And that is awesome because you can have both a main panel open for your main buildings, and whenever you require an extra road or two, you can open roads separately without having to close this menu. It's a very small detail there, but I feel it's a smart one. That's why I like these developers. They're thinking about elements like this. Dirt road, basic type of road, maybe not the most efficient one, but completely free. Construction cost is 2 per tile. You just click and you drag. And look at that. Some beautifications on the road automatically, a few signs and things like that. The thing that I would like to do is that I would like to place a road all around the market. I'm not sure how efficient this is, but it seems like this works well. Every settlement needs workers. Building houses increases the town's population, so let's place a few of them near the food market. What I'm thinking is actually I'll drag a road like this as well. And we'll be going here to residential and lowlanders huts. Lowlanders love animal, fresh air, and the food, especially the food. 4 people per house, we need 32 people, so we need to place 8 houses in total. I'll do this. They even connect the houses whenever you place them nearby. That's a nice touch. Okay, let's drag a road. Like so. I don't know what they said, something about people's needs. Shrines, they need to have a spot where they can pray for the success of our mission. I meant providing them with food. Well, we can do that too, I guess, but spirituality comes first. Citizens look to cherish their spirituality in spots like praying places. Praying place, as with many other buildings, has a range. That means it will only affect nearby buildings. Range are determined alongside roads. Okay, so the markets have range as well. Yes, they do. Good to know. And houses, so this is the upgrade progress. We will need to fulfill them with food. They have 2 basic needs, eggs and tsampa, as far as food goes. I wonder if they fill these spots right here or what. Enlightenment, fulfillment need for this type of upgrade, we need praying places. Okay, what about this? Fulfill need of any category to upgrade. Okay, well, they want us to place a praying shrine, so let's do that. What's the range for it? Not the greatest. I see, we also need to be getting to these houses here. What if I do a road? Let's try to place down a road like so. And maybe even cut one spot here. And if I put a praying place here, we're actually reaching all of the houses, and that is great. We can place at least 2 more or 4 more houses here. Maybe 6. I'm not sure if we'll be able to fit another 2 there. No. We're 2 on the edge, but that is fine. Great, you have just fulfilled the need of your citizens. To learn more about your folks' needs, let's click on the house. Yep, now I know. Build a chicken farm and production of eggs will start. Oh, I love the view. Make sure the chicken farm has food market in its range. Production building can transport produced resources only to buildings in range. Okay. So we're going now to goods, egg production, and chicken farm. A wise man once said, the only surface smoother than an eggshell is a monk's head. It requires 3 lowlanders, upkeep of 4, and it creates 4 eggs. Okay, so this is too far, but this will be fine. I would leave this space open for houses, so let's start placing these chicken farms here. Chicken farm is now producing eggs, but as indicated by the icon is not sending them anywhere. To transfer produced resources, hold the left mouse button over the chicken farm and point it to the market. Okay, so we can either click send or we can do this. That is awesome. Do we even have someone transporting goods? Yes, we do. Let's increase the food variety for our folks and provide them with tsampa, a flour made from barley. Use a mill to turn barley from barley fields to tsampa. Tsampa, as with all other foods, can be distributed from food market. Okay. When I'm looking at this map, I'm thinking that I'll probably want to make it here. Let's see, so mills. We could use wind or river currents for power, but who needs that when you have yaks? And it seems like it's it can produce, maybe it's a maximum of 24 barley turning into 12 flour, maybe that is the case. Barley field. The terrace structure allows an optimal angle of ear growth observation. Look at that! 6 barley and 2 hay in the green lands, 4 in the yellow. So it depends on the fertility, I guess. Let's see. If I place down a mill over here, we can reach the market. So I'm thinking placing it over there. Maybe putting a few barley farms here. We'll start with 2. I guess we need to connect them, right? Yeah. Yes, we do have a maximum of 24 barley. It can be processed here. Now I'll send it to the market. We have barley. We're also producing hay, but we have nothing to do with it. With 3 needs fulfilled, citizens are happy enough to upgrade their houses. You can do that by clicking the button above the house. Oh, I want to see this. They are getting better and better houses. Always love it when I see this. Nice. I want to show you one more feature before going forward. Photo mode. You might not think that you can zoom in a lot, but look at this. Yeah, this is so cool. We're gonna take a picture later, but not now. Splendid! Looks like lowlanders are happy here. They will be the backbone of the settlement economy. Yes, but artisans won't be satisfied so easily. They are used to certain standards, you know. But if we want to make progress, we'll need them for their manufacturing skills. I'm sure we can somehow make them comfortable too. Look, this seems to be a perfect place for an artisan district, if you ask me. Now we can try, I guess. Awesome. For connecting 2 regions on a similar height, use a bridge. You'll need to find a suitable spot on each side to place it. Okay, we do have a bit of freedom where we are placing it. So I'm thinking drawing around like this, and we'll go from here to here. And we'll connect it. There we go. I have to get used to holding right click. I'm holding the middle mouse button, and maybe I'll remap it at some point. This sort of view seems very useful, especially later on when you'll have cities all around, just to get an overview of where everything is. Artisans, after lowlanders, are another social caste. They are helpful with running more advanced buildings. Build artisan district in the newly reached region. It's very interesting. I am slightly curious to see what would it mean to put both artisan and lowlanders together, like if there's penalties or things like that. I'll look at this, even as we change the camera. Look at how we've built that city. This is such a great view, it's such a unique idea, and it's so well developed and implemented that the visuals are stunning in many ways. You don't really get the idea of how steep it is when you are playing in one of these districts. It's only when you start moving into the next one that the camera pans in such an interesting manner. Okay, well, let's get started here. I believe we have global population the way it looks here. I believe for this game it would have been very difficult to not make global population given the amount of space that we have for each one of these areas. We'll start with the market, and I'm guessing we're going to need to produce our very own food here for this district. So I'll place it down like that. We'll place the market. I want to be placing down those houses. Now the houses won't care too much, I believe, for where we place them. Let's see. Artisan houses. The low ceiling of an artisan's house may be the underlying cause of their bad mood. I'll do something like this. need 2 more houses. No, 3 more houses. So I'll build them like this. And like this. Now this might be a bit weird. I'm guessing that they're needing a praying place as well, right? Stampa and eggs. So this might not be the most efficient way to build this. I like the fact that they're also showing overlap there. But let's take a closer look at them. So these are our artisans. Let's fulfill some of the artisans' needs, provide them with food and access to enlightenment facilities, just like you did with the lowlanders. Note that the artisans are harder to satisfy, so they won't be enough to upgrade their houses. Okay. Pretty much what I figured out. Yeah, I could leave this space open for something else. But maybe no. Let's put one of these buildings here. We'll have some eggs going forward, and we'll need another one of these mills as well. We'll place it like that. We'll place 2 of these barley farms here. Build raw road. And we'll connect it to the mill. The mill will connect it to the market. There we go. Basic needs fulfilled. Everything looks good. Mountains are rich in natural resources. We can extract them using mines. Build a copper mine and connect it to the road systems. Click here, we click build mine. And we place down one of these buildings. Yeah, we'll place it here. We'll need a road. Besides human workforce, some buildings require yaks to operate. Build a yak pasture to increase the town's yak population. Okay. Physical activity is an important factor in any young yak's development. 4 lowlanders required, and we are getting a lot more yaks in the green areas. So the higher we go, the more of this we will need. One of the things which I really like, and I believe this is the case, you can see the fertility, right? So this is the green area, I believe. This is the yellow area. And I'm not sure, probably on this map we don't have that brown area. But from one look, you know where you are at and what type of production you are getting. With copper extraction up and running, we can use it to make utensils in the coppersmith workshop. Utensils are highly desired goods, and goods are distributed to nearby houses from commodity suppliers. Note that the coppersmith and commodity suppliers are run by artisans. So we need to put down a commodity supplier, okay, and start to distribute utensils. Commodity supplier, no better place to get some high quality goods. Literally, there is no other place. So we'll have one commodity supplier over here. And we need to have a production work, right, of coppersmith? Yeah. Copper utensils offer a little bit of daily luxury that everyone deserves, but not everyone will get. 1 copper into 5 utensils. We'll place one of these down. And it's missing some yaks. We're short on 1. You don't have enough workers in the city, so additional ones will be contracted, which is super expensive. Ah, interesting. So if I want to supply it well enough, I will put down another yak farm, taking some of the revenue away, but still, I believe we'll need a lot more yaks going forward. And I am taking copper into the utensils factory, and then we'll take it to the goods, right? It seems that there aren't enough utensils for everyone. However, a coppersmith uses only 1 unit of copper. This means a single mine can supply multiple workshops. What is the production? 4? Yeah, 4 copper. You can use a carrier's post to divide the resources flow to multiple buildings. Okay, that is great. You may need to cancel existing resources flows. Okay, well, let's put down one of these carriers. I could move building. I wonder if there is a cost to it. No, doesn't seem like there is a cost. I'll draw a road here. Although it might be a bit more important to put this slightly away, because we might use the carrier for multiple roles. Either way, we will need 2 production buildings, so we'll do this. Then we'll say that we're sending out copper over here. Now we have 4 copper, which now we can send over here, and then we can distribute the goods in the commodity supplier. Great. Hey, I've got an idea. Let's expand higher. The climate in the middle zones of the mountain is just perfect for bees and producing honey. Sure. Higher mountain areas can be accessed using shafts. I think building it over here is a good place, right? Yep, nice. The beekeeper is one of those buildings whose productivity depends on the mountain zone you place it in. So in these yellow areas, we're getting more honey. I have 2 operational beehives. Let's see, honey production. Many wonder why bees are so picky about their surroundings. Our main hypothesis is that they really like the color yellow. Good. Now we also have beekeepers. Your brilliant plan seems to have a flaw. Flaw? It's a perfect place for bees. You act like you got stung by one. Oh, open your eyes. How are you going to transport all of this honey down? Relax. With the right attitude and an open mind, we can overcome any obstacles. How exactly will an open mind help us transport anything? Oh, just you wait. Let's get my fellow monks here. They'll come up with a solution. Okay? You can increase the research level of your town to gain access to more advanced buildings. This is done by building scholarship facilities such as the academy. However, it will grant research only when staffed, so we also need monk dormitories. I think I would like to move the houses. Let's see, 1, 2, let's build a road here. I can move 3 of these houses on this side. I believe that they'll be fine with, yeah, they'll have enough coverage for praying facilities. The market reached them. Let's see, I can place down maybe 2 houses like this. Doesn't look too good to me. The market reaches here, the temples reach here, so if I put these artisan houses on this side, yeah, they have access to everything that they need. Now I'm gonna bring this house over here and we'll expand a few more artisans as we need them going forward. I am thinking about the monks. Academy. How many monks are needed to figure out how to use a cart? Well, apparently a lot. We need 38 monks. Adds an 80 upkeep, increases research level by 1 and provides scholarship to houses in range. So I could put down a temple for one of these monasteries somewhere over here. I feel like this might be the most central point to do so. If we're placing down some monk houses, they might also require shrines and things like that. So maybe the best way forward is to place this monastery like this. Now it requires 38 monks. I am going to draw a roll like this just because it's going to give us the best connection to the praying place. And now I can put down monk's dormitory. Rumors has it that monks sleep hanging upside down like that, but no one has been yet able to verify this. We're gonna place all of these houses together like so. And we need probably 2 more. This praying place will not reach further than that. So what I am thinking is that I'll put a road here. And for the moment, we're just gonna place 2 more monk dormitories here. Nice. We fulfilled their needs for eggs, utensils, scholarship, and praying place, and now we can upgrade the monks. At research level 1, you gain access to a cart post. It works like a carrier post, but isn't restricted by range, therefore it's perfect for long distance transportation. Use it to send honey down to your artisans and finally upgrade their houses. Does this tell us? Yes, it does tell us. What we need for it. Requires research level 3. Not available in the tutorial yet. Carts are not designed to transport teenage humans, or teenage yaks for that matter, no matter how long they've been at the inn. So this one I can place pretty much anywhere, right? Yes. Meaning that I can place it over here for now. I might move it later on. But now I can take honey over here. Okay, the building still has to be in range. Got it. And now we need to send it down to the market. Food market, what's this? Transports, route maintenance. One carrier. The longer the route and the more resources being transported, the more carriers will be assigned to it. And we have 3. Have 10 artisan houses at level 2. Okay. This one it doesn't have. Why doesn't it get? Doesn't have utensils anymore? Oh, it's because it's too far from that. Well, I'll place it here. That works. Nicely done. We've got some decent groundwork here. We're now ready to continue with our quest and travel to the first real mountain, high enough for a summit temple. Not so fast. We still need a logistical point down here, and more importantly, a way to secure our financial situation. Oh, come on. Do we really need to deal with such trivial matters? We've got bigger things to pursue. Trivial? This whole endeavor is an insane complex logistical operation, which could end in disaster in the blink of an eye. We have to make sure the treasury checks out, so that's the end of us. Build donation spots to collect money from nearby citizens. Collecting donation is a primary way of replenishing your treasury, so it's like sort of a tax collector, but they're donating. Upgrade dwellings house to... What? Upgraded dwellings house more residents, therefore will generate higher income. Sure. Donations ban features a hatch underneath, so there is a low risk of breaking anything. I like the high level of range there. And I guess we need to build another one over here. There we go. Now we started making some good money. This will be a good trading spot. It'll be easy to send resources further from here. Huh? What's that noise? Alright, forget about it. We're all going to die. Relax, no one got hurt. Actually, this avalanche wasn't even that huge. I bet we can still have a trading post in this region. You want to stop all this snow with the sheer power of your mind? Go ahead, I'll stay here and watch. Don't be stupid, we just need a few foresters to provide tree cover. That should do the trick. Oh, I thought that you just had avalanches. I didn't think that you get solutions for it as well. Basic ways of blocking avalanches is to put trees in the way. We can do that using foresters. Foresters don't require road connections. To block the more powerful avalanches later on, you'll need multiple rows of foresters and or other specialized buildings. Great. Well, let's put down a road. We'll figure things out here in a second. For the moment, I'm going to do something like so. Raiding post. Trading is the basis of civilization, but traveling between mountains all the time seems a little extreme. We'll place that there. Forester. The key to rabbit-free growth is just hugging them a lot. So it gives us 6 wood in the green areas. Okay. I'm going to make a line of foresters. What does it say? As time goes by and more snow accumulates on the snow caps, the more powerful avalanches will be. Avalanche cover visualization. The filter shows you which part of your town are protected from avalanches, but it is your job to determine where the avalanche may hit and where you need protection. Protected from weak avalanches, protected from medium and high. Okay, so how do I want to do this? This being a tutorial area, I am going to be placing down a lot of them. It doesn't seem like they are that expensive to maintain. We will need more lowlanders. And over here we will need a few more yaks. So let's see. Ah, okay. It even shows us where it's protecting. They have to be working in order to protect us. But it seems like this is mostly protected. So we just need a few more people. Okay, let's go to our first district. Let's bring in a few more lowlanders. And I'll place down the houses over here. What's this? Satisfaction level drop below the current upgrade level, receiving monetary relief. Okay, we need a few more eggs as well. I like that the houses don't devolve instantly. Basically, they just stop paying you certain taxes or donations. Good. Do we need to upgrade? I think getting at least 2 houses upgraded would be good for us. And what else did we need? We needed a few more yaks. And I feel like building yaks over here, like just to continue this line. I like it better than anything else, right? Yes. Okay. Here it comes. Nice. Hooray, it works! The trading post is safe. I told you from the very beginning, there is nothing to worry about. Now we're finally ready to move on. Let's make our way to the first real mountain. Can't wait. But there we go, that was the tutorial. If you like the game, go and pick it up yourself. You can play it right now in this standard mode. There's plenty to do, there's plenty to build, so you're getting your money's worth either way. Or you can just follow its development and buy it whenever you feel that is the right moment for you. If you enjoyed this video, do consider leaving a like, helps me, helps the channel grow. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode, which will still be today. The rest will start from tomorrow onwards, but today we're bringing back one more. Until then, I thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all to have a wonderful day.